This is Dontae Williams, and you're watching
Dontae'S
Boxing Nation.
This is Showtime Sean Porter.
Filipino Flash, Jesse Burns.
This is Al Bernstein. You're watching Dontae'S Boxing Nation.
Hi, I'm Sugar Ray.
Chick Shame.
Sergio the last name
Dontae'S Boxing Nation.
Boom, 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 boom. Yo, this is Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder.
My name is Gennady Golovkin.
And you're watching
Dontae'S Boxing Nation.
Hi, this is Julian Jackson, and this is Dontae Boxing Nation.
This is Julia Jackson, and you're watching Dontae'S Boxing Nation. All right.
Thank you, Bob, and I want to thank Top Rank and MP Promotions for putting together this spectacular event. Bob Arum is celebrating 50 years in boxing this year. It's a tremendous achievement. And, HBO has been honored to be a part of Top Rank's history along the way. I really want to thank all the media for coming out. It's you who shape the dialogue about this sport in so many ways, and in everything that you write, it informs the way the public feels about fighters. And Manny Pacquiao's career and Tim Bradley's careers would look very different if it weren't for the fact that you championed these two fighters when a lot of people weren't. Boxing is unique as a sport in which you can grow up in an impoverished community. You can be 5'5", 5'6", weigh 147 pounds, and become a sports icon, become a millionaire. It's one of the rare opportunities in sport for people of this size, of this kind of athletic ability, which rivals in virtuosity anything that any of us has ever seen in sport anyplace else. So it's a real privilege to be able to have two fighters of such caliber, and Manny Pacquiao and Tim Bradley be able to fight each other for a third time. This is a fight that's historic in nature. It's part of the story of this fight, is that this is about these two fighters' legacy, and the legacies are on the line. And we couldn't be more thrilled to be the home for this fight on HBO pay-per-view on April the 9th. I want to thank the fighters and their teams, Manny Pacquiao, Tim Bradley, Freddie Roach, Teddy Atlas, and we look forward to seeing you all on April the 9th. Thanks very much.
And now we'll hear from the trainers, because as this in months ahead, we will hear a lot from the trainers, because they are both like to communicate with the press, with the media. They like to tell everybody the type of things they're doing to prepare their fighters, and they're both really well-versed in the art of psychology, because a lot of what they say is designed to get into the head of the opponent of their fighter. So it'll be entertaining, it'll be informative, and I think we're going to learn a lot about what boxing is about as this promotion progresses from the two trainers. So first, let me introduce and bring to the microphone a man who has become pretty much one of the major voices in boxing, long-time analyst for ESPN, a man who has had a great record training fighters. You know, his knowledge of the sport is tremendous. His knowledge of the sport really casts a tremendous light on the sport from the standpoint of technique, of preparing for an event. Really, if he wasn't an analyst and a trainer, he'd be a teacher. And to a large extent, as a trainer, he is a teacher. Please welcome Teddy Atlas.
Thank you. Well, hey, boy, this is quite a turnout. There's either a hell of a lot of interest in this fight, or it's a hell of a good buffet line. maybe a combination of both. This hotel is a beautiful hotel, and I think I want to start by saying it's nice we appreciate being here and appreciate the warmth that we felt since we came here last night. You know, when you're beginning this business as a fighter or later on maybe as a trainer, coach, you aspire to be the best. I mean, that's what makes it all worthwhile, whether you get there or not. But you're trying to get the same place that people in the NFL, people in MLB, people in the NBA, you're trying to get to the Super Bowl. And when you're given an opportunity to get to the Super Bowl, you want to make the most of it. And to me, that's what this is. These fighters, staying on that analogy and staying on that path, these fighters are Peyton Manning and Brady. They've been to a lot of Super Bowls. And this is what they're in the business for, getting to the top to show that they are the best. We have an opportunity to fight a fighter in Manny Pacquiao, who has been one of the best, most dynamic fighters of the last decade. And Timmy didn't get there just because the stars lined up properly. Timmy has been one of the best fighters of the last decade, a 5-time world champion. We look forward to the opportunity now on the 9th to fight not only Pacquiao, who has been this tremendous force in the business, but to have an opportunity, and I think what makes this fight special, there's a lot of interest in LA Laker games, people going to the games this year, then not because of the team they are, but because there's somebody named Kobe Bryant who's not going to be around anymore. There was a lot of interest last year, or it was the year before, in the New York Yankees, not because of the New York Yankees, because someone named Derek Jeter wasn't going to be around no more. Part of the interest here is to get an opportunity to see a great fighter for the last time, and an opportunity to see a great fighter in Timothy Bradley show against that fighter how great he is and what his place is. We look forward to it. We look forward to the challenge, and it's a tremendous challenge, a difficult challenge. But we look forward to it, and we're grateful for the opportunity to be in another Super Bowl. I'm taking Brady. Thank you.
Thank you, Teddy. Great as usual. I look forward to this promotion because I can listen to Teddy speak, because Teddy knows, I told him this, that when I started in boxing 50 years ago, there was a guy around who was his mentor named Customata. And when I listen to Teddy, I'm sort of hearing Cus in my ear. So that's great. Freddie Roach is a great trainer. He's a great guy. He's somebody who says what he thinks, and even though he's asked sometimes not to say it, if that's what he thinks, he's going to say it. But that's Freddie. He's the genuine article. He's a great trainer. We all love him. The trainer of Manny Pacquiao, Freddie Roach.
Thanks, Bob. I'm really excited about this fight. I think it's going to be a great fight. I'm looking forward to Manny Pacquiao's retirement fight and Manny going on to become president of his country. And You know, I think Manny Pacquiao is the greatest fighter of his decade, of his era. He had 8 world championships. I'll never see that in my lifetime again. No one will duplicate that, Manny. That's yours forever, I think. And as far as football goes, I'm from New England, and I like the Patriots a little bit, but you can have Brady.
Before I introduce and bring to the microphone the fighters, I want to tell everybody that because this event is so big and because this event means so much for various different reasons, this undercard that we're putting together is spectacular. The televised undercard I call the Donald Trump undercard because it features all Hispanic fighters. And I want to give the Hispanic fighters the opportunity to perform before Mr. Trump deports them out of the country. And I've dedicated this televised undercard to the 12 million undocumented people who live among us, who work so hard and give so much to this country, and who live, by and large, exemplary lives, and want to know that there are a lot of people who have their back and are not going to allow them to be deported. There is one fighter here who will be on the televised undercard, who is fighting a 2-time Mexican Olympian, Oscar Valdez. He's a former world champion. He's Russian, but he too has adopted the persona of a Mexican. He calls himself the Mexican Russian. Evgeny Gradovich, stand up. The undercard press conference, we're going to do a special press conference down at the Conga Room in LA the Wednesday after the Super Bowl. So I'll welcome you all back to cover that. Oscar Valdez will be there, Jose Ramirez, Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez will be fighting for a world title. They'll all be there. It's well worth coming to that press conference. But now let's get back to the main event. The main event has captured or should capture everybody's imagination. Tim Bradley was always a great fighter. He always gave 120% in the ring. But I don't think anybody can doubt that he showed in his last fight that he is an even better fighter than he has been previously. As good as he was better, and he showed better strategy, better skills in that fight that he had in November 7th, in Las Vegas against Brandon Rios. He's been a true champion and a great, great credit for the sport. I love what a family man he is. I love the kind of values that he has. He has really made us all proud who love the sport of boxing. He's a 5-time world champion. He's the WBO welterweight champion of the world. Please welcome Tim, the Desert Storm Bradley.
I want to thank everybody for coming out today. I also want to thank God for allowing me to be here once again in this spot, in this position. I want to thank Top Rank. I want to thank Team Bradley. I want to thank my wife, my manager, my brother-in-law as well. I also want to thank HBO. I want to thank this lovely hotel for bringing me back, and Wow. April 9th. It's the only day on my calendar, man. Camp starts February 15th. Everybody keeps asking me, are you training already? Are you getting ready? And I'm like, guys, it's not my first day at the rodeo. It takes 8 weeks to get ready for a fight. Might take me 7 weeks, but 8 weeks. I've been here before in this position. I've heard on, I don't know if it's on the record, but I heard that Manny Pacquiao chose me because he knows me. I think it's different now. I honestly do. I think this fight would definitely be different than the first two altercations that we've had. And that's all I can tell you. I think it's going to be a great fight. It can be an exciting fight. It's Manny Pacquiao's farewell fight. I know he wants to win the fight really badly, and so do I. And but I just want to say one more last thing, man. Just to piggyback on what was said at the end before Freddie Roach ended. I might not be Brady, but he's no Bill Belichick. So let me tell you, he's no Belichick. I might not be Brady, but he is definitely not Belichick. So that's my end. Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
As a Giant fan, I represent Tom Coughlin. The late Tom Coughlin. Manny Pacquiao has been with us so many years. And I know there's been talk that this may be Manny's last fight. I can't believe it. It could be, and it may very well be, but when I stand up here to introduce him in this ballroom at the Beverly Hills Hotel, where I've done it so many times and so many memories, I can't come to grips with the fact that it would be the last time. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. That's up to Manny. I know he has a great career. He's been a congressman for 2 terms in the Philippines, representing Sarangani province. He's now going to run for Senate, which is a nationwide position. 12 senators are elected every 6 years, and 24 senators make up the Senate in the Philippines. It's a very important post, and we wish him well. I wish him well in that election. So I know he has a great, great future in politics, and he can do so much for the Philippine people and the Philippine nation. And where do you get somebody who's in politics who keeps giving of his own, doesn't take but gives? That's not usually what politicians do, whether in this country or any other place in the world. And as a fighter, he has brought us great thrills, great excitement, great events, and he's always given us everything that he had. If this is truly the last time, Manny, it's been a great ride, and I want to thank you for everything. And if it isn't the last time, I'm happy to come up here once again to introduce you for yet another fight. But in any event, I want to say what a privilege it's been to promote you, and I want to bring up one of the great fighters of our time, one of the great humanitarians of our time, certainly somebody who has elevated the sport of boxing Please welcome my friend Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.
Thank you, Bob. First of all, I would like to thank God for this opportunity. He gave us a beautiful day and a good health. I would like to thank HBO for supporting me through all my whole career. When I start fighting in America, and I would like to thank Freddy Roach. He's not only my trainer, but he's my brother, like my family. He's been good to us, and he's very nice person, man. And of course, I would like to thank all the fans, the media, and the press who are always there to behind us, supporting, to be to enable us to promote, helping us to promote the fight, every fight that we had. The greatest achievements in life, what I believe, is not what we have done in ourselves, but what we do to others, and especially our relationship to the Lord, our God, and that's the most important thing, because we never know. Our life here in this world is too short. I don't know what day, what hours we will end our life here. But the most important thing is we love each other. We're united. We know each other, and I'm so thankful for this great opportunity. Before I'm going to retire, you giving me another chance to prove in boxing that I can still fight until the end. And this is a great opportunity and privilege that to fight Bradley again. And I choose Bradley because I believe Bradley he's different than before, than we had the last fight. He improved a lot, and we know that, and we saw that in his last fight with Rios. And also, I believe that we can make a lot of action in the ring in this fight. And thank you to all the fans. I want to say thank you to all of you. Maybe this is our last time. Maybe this is our last time to see each other. Giving you thanks for all your support. Without you guys, we're not here. Without your help and support, we can't be here in front of you. And of course, the blessings from the Lord. With God, all things are possible, and that's what I receive from the Lord. And be obedience to God. And of course, thank you to all the friends, even though those are not my friends, I will call you friends. Thank you for this another fight that I have for the last time. And I want to thank all of you, especially Bradley Team Bradley. Thank you for this, making a history fight in my career, and I'm so happy hanging my gloves after this fight because of what I have done. I'm sure I will feel sad after that, but that's life. Not all the time you're keep on fighting. Not in the time all the time is you're in the ring, but it's time. I think I remember when I start boxing. I start boxing because I want to help my family, my mother, and now I end my boxing career because I want to help my countrymen, the Filipino people. And that's how I remember I started. Because I started boxing because I want to help my family, my mother. I never think that I can be a boxer. I never think that I can be I can accomplish all this. And now I end my boxing career because of my desire in my heart that I want to help the people, the Filipino people. I want to serve the people. And thank you to all of you, and God bless. I hope you're going to watch this coming April 9 with Timothy Bradley at an NGM Las Vegas, Nevada. Thank you to all the Filipino fans. Thank you.
Thank you, Manny. Well said. Tickets will go on sale on Friday. Now, they're going to range from $150 to $1,200. Bernie Sanders said all the tickets should be $150. Cruz and Trump said they should all be $1,200. But Hillary, who's a practical person, said we should have different price categories. There'll be $1,200, $800, $600, $400, $250, and $150. They go on sale on Friday. The pre-sale has been tremendous. It'll definitely be a sellout. So don't get shut out and don't have to buy tickets. Tell your listeners and your readers not to wait, so they have to buy tickets from the brokers. Let them go in and get tickets now. They go on sale on Friday. Thank you very much. Thank you all for coming. God bless.
To Coachella Valley, man. Everybody back at home. Y'all better get ready, man. When I come back, we're going to celebrate. Thank you.
All right. Okay, over here, please. 10 on 10.
Man, you're ready?
What's up, Fred?
You already heard
Dontae'S boxing.
My man.
I got this on video, Tim. I'm putting it up.
Word, man.
You're watching Dontae'S Boxing Nation.